My name is Joe Devlin. I'm the head of the Experimental Psychology Department here in the Faculty of Brain Sciences, and I study the brain basis of language. The big research question that my group focuses on is what's unique about a human brain that enables us to use language as we are, and how is that different from other primates who are very social creatures. They do an enormous number of things very similar to us, including communication, but it's non-language based communication. And there's something that's fundamentally different between our brains, and it's not really clear what that is, and that's the thing that really keeps us up at night. To date, we've made progress in a number of different areas. One of the areas that we've been focused on recently concerns reading, which is interesting because it links up our visual system to our language system, and ours is obviously the only species that does this. And one of the things that we found is that there aren't really any dedicated brain regions that are specific to reading. What we're finding is that these regions that are involved in language, these regions that are involved in visual processing, are really shared across a whole variety of non-linguistic functions. And what's interesting is reading sort of arises due to their interactions. It's only the way these regions talk to one another and share information that becomes specific to reading as opposed to other visual language tasks like recognizing a picture and naming an object, or seeing someone's face and producing their name. Our research is important for society in two ways. First, I think that it's of general basic science interest to understand what is it that makes us so uniquely human. I think intuitively we think of ourselves as a really special species, and if you look at what we've done, there's reason to believe that that's true. That all comes down to what's happening in our brain, what's different in our brain from our other species, and that's really exciting to know. And then I think that there are more applied aspects too. So if we understand how language works in the brain, we should be able to gain significant traction on dealing with it when it breaks down, both developmentally, children who stutter, children who have dyslexia, and then with acquired disorders like people who have had a phase that's subsequent to a stroke or language breakdown and Alzheimer's disease, things like that. So I think it has both basic science and clinical application.